Hi guys, welcome back to my channel, and today I'll be doing a quick review of the Polène Neuf East West and the Songmont Mini Yore Bowling Bag. I decided to do a joint review because I've done an unboxing of each. So I did do an unboxing and I did do a brief review of the Polène here. And then the Songmont, I unboxed it with an Hermes bag, and you can see that here. Since then, I've used them about a week and a half each, and I really want to give you more of an in-depth review of both. But I decided to combine them today because honestly, I feel like Songmont is going for the Polène market, and I just kind of wanted to show you how these two stacked up against each other. I'll start with the Polène just because that's what I have my stuff in. So here is the Polène Neuf East West, and when I did the unboxing of this bag, I did mention that I was interested in the original Neuf, the mini one, but it was a little too small, and I was worried that the opening would be a little bit hard to get in and out of. And then I saw this one and I was like, you know what, maybe this is the bag I've been waiting for. So inside, as you can see, I do have stuff in here. So my usual, I have my mom pouch, wallet, sunglasses, and hand sanitizer. So I would say these are like my essentials that I would have to carry at the very least. It does have a flat pocket here, and that's it. You could put a card case there, but I don't. And then just closes easily like that. So I did have some trouble with the zipper when I first unboxed it, but with time, it's actually gotten easier to open and close. But I honestly, for the most part, just leave it open. It's already kind of hard to get into, so I don't think, I'm just using it as sort of like a daily driver. I'm not really like going out into the city or anything like that. So anyways, everything fits super easy inside. Voila. And then I do have right now my little Mickey. So this guy is from Tokyo Disneyland. I got him like 2 years ago. They call him Rin Rin, Ding Ding, I guess because of the sound. Ding ding, like of the bell ringing. And at first I was like, do I really need this key ring? Would I put anything on there? But now that I have this guy on here, it's actually really cute. And so I get it. They're trying to appeal to like that Gen Z crowd that's going to be carrying a ton of keychains to make it, more personalized. And I have to say, it's been easy to carry. And one of the top questions I get about this bag is, as a shoulder bag, does it stay on your shoulder? And I have to say, yes, it does, but with a caveat. So in the summer when I first got it, it does stay very well on my shoulder because actually this thick leather piece here kind of actually helps with the grip. It kind of hugs it. So it's not just, yes, it's resting on your shoulder, but this provides enough friction that like it stays fairly well. Of course, you can also, clamp it down if you're like running, it's going to stay on your shoulder. But I found that if I wear a coat, so as you can see, there's some space here, but not a lot. And so once I start wearing my bulky coat, I can't really shoulder carry it. For some reason, it's almost too bulky, and I find that it slips off a lot when I'm wearing that coat. Like it just doesn't fit well. So for me, I would probably use this bag more if I'm just wearing like a sweater like this or a t-shirt like in the summer. So that's sort of a pet peeve for the winter, that I can't really wear it with a coat. Second pet peeve, it's not really a pet peeve, it's just how it is, but like when I'm carrying it like this, I'm always tempted to try to unzip it to get something out, or even if it is unzipped, like if I want to grab like, my phone, which actually is in here, so let's put it in. Ooh, sorry. So my phone, still fits, it just sits right on top. And so I usually carry it around like this, and it's fun and it's cute. And then I want to like take it out, but I can't. Even trying to get it in this way is tight, So if I want to take anything out of this bag, I have to take it off. And so, for most people, that's not a problem. I'm just so used to like my Park Tote or some of these other bags that I have, like my hobos, where I can just like reach in and grab things. But no, you have to take it off to get a crook of your arm and take things out. So there's that. But other than that, I think, this is a great bag, quality, craftsmanship. Everything thus far has been really good. Obviously, if anything changes, I would update you guys. But For now, I'm very happy with this purchase. I do think it's a good bag. I think if the Mini Neuf is a little too small for you, then this East West one, you know, if you're looking for a shoulder bag, fits the bill. If you guys are still watching, I hope it means that you are enjoying this quick review here. And if you are enjoying it, I would really appreciate a like or subscribe. If you subscribe, it tells me that I'm doing something right here and that you like to see more of these kinds of videos. So I would greatly appreciate your support. And now back to the review. Speaking of the Mini Neuf, this is sort of the size of the Mini Neuf, right? But, you know, in a very simple bowling bag form. So honestly, I've actually used the Mini Yore bag more than the Polène. It's just once I put my stuff in here, oh, I was looking for this. That's funny. Once I put the stuff in here, I can easily just leave it in here and I don't even have to think about it. Inside, as you saw in my unboxing, it's actually lined with like a microfiber suede, which I think is a really nice upgrade. I mean, yes, it's still polyester, you know, but it's the really nice velvety texture that when you put your hand in, it feels really nice. Inside, there is a zippered pocket. There's one zippered pocket here, and there is a flat pocket on this side. So useful if you need it. And then what fits: phone, wallet, sunglass case, hand sanitizer, mom pouch. It does fit quite a bit because of the dome shape. I could actually fit a little bit more. Let's see, does it fit a water bottle? I think so. Yeah. So it does fit a water bottle off the top. I did have to take out my mom pouch though. I mean, might be able to fit. No, yeah, it does fit. So it does fit the water bottle and the mom pouch. Close it up. There you go. It does fit everything. So I actually think capacity-wise, the Songmont Mini Yore Bowling Bag actually fits more because I don't think this one fits. It wouldn't have fit the water bottle along with the essentials. Okay, let me just see. Before I make statements like that, let's just see. Okay, so essentials and then yeah. So, I mean, technically, could you carry it? Yes. Does it actually fit zipped in? No. So yeah, I would say the Mini Yore could fit more. And then what I like about the Yore is usually they have these exterior pockets that have a magnet closure. And so this one is meant for your AirPods. So let's see. So these are my AirPod Pro 3s. They're the newest ones. I just got them. But I do have a silicone case on here. So it's going to make it, yeah, it's not going to fit it with this. So if I take off the silicone case, does it fit? Oh yeah. So it fits without it. Fits easily. It's a little tight getting it out though. Let's try it again. Maybe if I do it this way. No, so if you have the newest AirPods, it will not fit horizontally. You will have to put it vertically. And then it does make it a little challenging. Yeah, it does make it a little challenging to get out. So I have a hunch that maybe they made these for the other AirPods for the generation before, because I feel like these are actually a tad bigger than the older generation. So let me see. So this is the generation before, I think AirPods Pro 2. Let's see if that fits. Yeah, so that does fit horizontally. But again, you're really stuffing it in there. I guess if I did it vertically for the old AirPods, it would actually fit a little bit easier. Yeah. So yeah, I mean, it's still not that easy. Honestly, I've used this pocket for receipts. I'll just like stuff a receipt in here. Like I'm going to Costco, I gotta show the receipt, and then okay, now I gotta unload the groceries into my car. I like just stuff the receipt in here. Then I don't have to open the bag, right? So it kind of works for that. Let's talk about the quality of the leather. So I would say the Yore bag leather is a little bit more malleable. It's a little softer. The Polène one, for better or for worse, is a little stiffer. So it does mean that's why it's a little harder to overstuff the Polène bag. But, you know, for all intents and purposes, they all look fairly similar and they do feel similar. I would say the Polène one does have a little bit less of a processed smell. Like I wouldn't say either one of them smells overwhelmingly of leather, but this one does smell a little more plasticky, a little more processed. Yeah, this is, I would say the smell on this is a little more neutral. So if you've watched Tanner Leatherstein's little thing about Songmont, you'll see that their leathers are tanned in China using sort of European methods. So they are trying to get to this quality of leather, and they're very, very close. Honestly, I mean, if I didn't have the two to compare, feel-wise, they feel very similar. But then, you know, but you're also looking at a price difference of like half. So this is, I think this was like $300 something, and I paid over $600 for this one. If you're looking for something with really good value, I would say probably Songmont is a better choice. Practicality, I would say Songmont. I think design might go to Polène for this one. I mean, I do like Songmont design as well. Like they do try to come up with, you know, little hidden pockets, ways to make it a little bit more useful. But I think in terms of design aesthetic, Polène does something different. It's a little bit more unique. And then I guess last but not least, let's just weigh it. But they're both very light bags. Okay, so the Polène is 1.38 ounces. So basically 1.4 ounces. And Songmont is 15.4 ounces. So this one's actually less than a pound. The Polène is a bit heavier. So not a huge difference, but yes, I do think the leather that they chose is a tad thicker, and then having sort of this extra leather bits on the handles and the folds does make this one a heavier bag, even though it doesn't fit as much as the Songmont Mini Yore Bowling Bag. But you know, honestly, it's like comparing apples and oranges in terms of like design, because this is a shoulder bag, this is a top handle crossbody bag. Personally, I'm more of a top handle crossbody bag type of person, though I aspire to be more of a shoulder bag carrying gal. It's just really, I guess, personal preference. If you've seen my other reviews, especially my Songmont review, I'm a huge fan of Songmont. This is my 4th Songmont bag now. I do not have a promo code, but you can always Google it. Maybe someday I'll get one, who knows. Polène very rarely does discounts. You can sometimes find them on the secondhand market, except there are, you know, people who fake the Polène bags now, especially the Neuf, I think was a pretty popular bag. The mini one was a pretty popular bag to fake, so a bit buyer beware about that. I did notice that Songmont does have a 1-year warranty on repairs, so if something does break, you can ship it back and they will fix it for you for free. I'm not sure about Polène, so I will put it down below once I figure that out. Anyways, what did you guys think? Any other questions about either of these bags? Please pop them down below. Otherwise, I guess I'll see you in the next one. Bye!